Yes, hello. So I was told that I was supposed to make memes for this, so I tried my best. So there you go. This is the first one. Yeah, we can start. All right, okay, so I'll just quickly, briefly talk about our goals and visions for this year. So our main goal was to make sure that our subcom had more control over the different types of events that they were making. So we really kind of made more of an effort to make sure that the subcom were kind of in charge of their own events, so they had independence and they could make most of the managerial decisions, which seemed to be really good. And yeah, that was kind of the main thing. Oh wait, can we go back? Oh yeah, sorry. So that slide. Yeah, so basically socials got hit really hard. As you can see from Creative's video from, the CSESoc barbecues, that was a bit of a throwback. Yeah, completely normally what socials does, especially the barbecues, which is one of the main things that socials does, we didn't have that anymore. So, we were forced to adapt to online, which we've never done before. So yes, next slide, please. Yeah, but as it says, we still did a bunch of different online events. We've persevered through. We still made sure that there was a large variety of different types of events, and the ones that are on the slide here are just a few of the examples of what we've done this year. Yeah, and yeah, this was the pre-subcom, and this was when we still had people coming to uni. So yeah, camp. Camp was a really, really big thing for us. Ben and I spent a lot of, at end of term 3, all of the holidays and the beginning of term 1 planning for camp. And camp was quite difficult for Van and I because both of us haven't been to Wambaru before. Van's never been to a camp before, so we had to do a lot more work for that. But yeah, it was really, really good. It was one of for sure one of the highlights of socials this year. And yeah, so what we wanted to improve on for next year, and if we were to continue working on this, is that yeah, we felt like we were quite inflexible with the online transition. I guess we were probably just a bit more optimistic regarding how COVID-19 was going to pan out. For example, for term 3, we planned pretty much all in-person events, but as we can see now, that obviously didn't end up happening. So as the slide says, a lot of our initial ideas just didn't really transfer very well with with the online platform. And yeah, and because of that, we didn't really have an exact event that we could use as a replacement for the CSESoc barbecues, just because we realized that the CSESoc barbecues was just a very unique kind of event that allowed everyone to kind of be in the same place at the same time, which yeah, we found it was quite difficult to just we tried cardboard nights and movie nights and stuff like that. That was quite difficult to do. And yeah, so and because of that, subcom engagement was not as great as we wanted it to be because of the lack of barbecues. So yeah. But regardless of that though, Shrey's student at subcom has allowed us to closely work with another team. So socials has had a bit more experience with working with other teams within CSESoc. And because of the new online platform, we tried a lot more events, which mainly focused on community engagement, which we saw from the scavenger hunt and the alternate reality game, which is really, really cool. And yeah, even even though we got pumped hard by COVID, we still got around roughly the same events as last year, which is pretty good, I'd say. Yes. And yeah, so now this is just thank you to all my wonderful subcom members. They've worked really, really hard this year, and I obviously wouldn't have been able to, achieve Matt and I's goals. And also, I really hope that, like, if they're still here, you know, like if they're here watching this, thank you guys. I hope, you know, this upcoming experience still, you know, makes you want to pursue further society activities, regardless of you still, like, regardless if you're still in CSESoc or in another society. Yeah, hopefully this has been a great experience for you guys, as it has been for me. So thank you.